What if I told you that you're standing on top of a molten ocean of iron, that 32% of our planet is pure metal, and if it ever escaped, it could flip the magnetic poles in seconds, or turn Earth into a cosmic magnet that pulls death from space? This isn't science fiction. This is Earth. Imagine a world where the ground beneath your feet is not solid but a sea of molten metal, and the very forces that keep us safe could turn against us. The intricate dance of magnetism we take for granted is a fragile balance that holds the keys to our planet's survival. Earth's core makes up nearly a third of its entire mass, mostly iron and nickel. It's completely hidden from us, a secret engine running the planet. This invisible furnace spins and shakes, generating the magnetic field that protects all life on Earth. This unseen powerhouse creates a dynamic dance within the planet, shaping our world in ways we cannot see. Imagine standing on the surface completely unaware of the roaring furnace beneath, providing the stability we often take for granted. As the molten iron churns, it generates the magnetic field that shields us from cosmic rays and solar winds. This delicate balance allows civilization to thrive with the unseen forces working tirelessly beneath our feet. For centuries, explorers relied on the magnetic compass, guided by the very forces we cannot see. In modern times, scientists delve deep into the mysteries of the core, striving to understand the magnetic shield that protects our planet. What is Earth's magnetic field? Deep inside Earth's core, molten iron and nickel swirl, constantly generating electric currents through a process called the geodynamo. This creates a vast magnetic field that extends thousands of miles into space, forming the magnetosphere, our planet's powerful invisible shield. How does it protect us? This magnetic field acts like a cosmic bodyguard, deflecting up to 99% of harmful solar radiation, including charged particles from the solar wind, and massive bursts known as coronal mass ejections, CMEs. Instead of these deadly particles bombarding Earth's surface, the magnetosphere repels or traps them, channeling some into high-altitude zones, creating the stunning auroras near the poles. Without this shield, solar wind would erode our atmosphere, exposing the surface to blistering radiation, causing satellites to malfunction and fall and obliterating life's protective envelope. What happens when it wavers? The shield isn't perfect. Solar storms can crack it temporarily, causing geomagnetic storms that disrupt sea. The magnetic poles of Earth have flipped more than 180 times throughout history, leading to a cascade of potential chaos. As the magnetic field weakens during these reversals, radiation levels can spike, causing disorientation in birds and failures in power grids. Some scientists speculate that such events could trigger significant climate shifts, mass extinctions, or even the collapse of entire civilizations. Wild speculation arises: did the fall of Rome coincide with a magnetic inversion? Could the legendary destruction of Atlantis have been linked to a catastrophic pole flip? As the theories swirl, we are transported back to ancient Rome, where historians ponder if the once mighty empire's decline was influenced by a magnetic pole shift, creating chaos and confusion among its people. Meanwhile, the myth of Atlantis looms large, with whispers of its downfall possibly rooted in a similar cosmic event, as the very land itself was said to have been swallowed by the sea amid a disastrous pole flip. 4.5 billion years ago, the young planet Earth was born from a series of violent collisions shaping its very foundation, as heavier metals like iron sank to the center, forming a molten core that is hotter than the surface of the sun and still bubbling like a cosmic cauldron. As these celestial bodies collided, they led to a tumultuous environment where fiery eruptions and intense heat shaped the planet's surface, solidifying over time, while the molten core continued to churn violently below, embodying the fierce origins of Earth's iron heart. As the outer layers solidified, the relentless heat of the molten core remained, giving rise to dynamic geological activity and creating the magnetic field that protects the planet, all while the very essence of Earth's fiery interior pulsated like a living heart. The newly formed Earth, with its vast oceans and volatile terrain, experienced spectacular displays of nature's fury. Meanwhile, the magnetic field generated by the molten iron core began to emerge, creating spectacular auroras that illuminated the night sky, a stunning testament to the planet's dynamic spirit. Let's go full hypothetical. The core suddenly destabilizes. The result: the magnetic field collapses or goes haywire. Earth becomes a supermagnet, throwing satellites out of orbit and possibly dragging iron-rich asteroids from deep space. As the darkened skies swirl, an iron-rich asteroid races through space, drawn towards our planet by the magnetic pull. People on the ground stare up in shock and disbelief, their faces a mixture of awe and sheer terror at the tumultuous sights in the heavens. Cities are thrown into chaos as tremors shake the ground. Buildings sway precariously amid the upheaval. Inside a control room, scientists scramble to make sense of the unfolding disaster, their eyes glued to screens filled with alarming data. A colossal tidal wave rises ominously from the ocean, its sheer size threatening to engulf coastal cities. Emergency responders work tirelessly navigating through wreckage to assist those in need while helicopters scan the landscape for survivors amidst the chaos. Many asteroids are metallic, and if Earth's magnetic field became hypercharged, they could be pulled toward us. Imagine an iron apocalypse raining from the sky with civilization-ending impacts triggered by our own core's tantrum. The air crackles with tension as the first asteroids begin to descend, each one a harbinger of destruction. People stare in disbelief at the once peaceful sky now transformed into a backdrop for their worst nightmares. In the aftermath, survival becomes the only goal as chaos reigns. The streets that once flourished with life are now shadows of their former selves, overshadowed by the relentless storm of space debris. Amidst the devastation, hope flickers as scientists race against time to devise a plan. Communities forge bonds, uniting in their struggle against the menace falling from the skies. Could we ever harness the core's power? Energy for 10,000 generations. Is the Earth's core the origin of myths about hell, Hades, or the underworld? In Gabon, Africa, a natural nuclear reactor formed 2 billion years ago, proof the planet can do the unimaginable. The real monster isn't in the sky. It's beneath your feet, and it's alive. Deep within the heart of our planet lies untapped potential, a force that could alter the course of humanity. Scientists race against time, piecing together evidence of a power source that transcends knowledge and myths. People have lived in fear of what lies beneath. But what if the dark is simply the unknown, waiting to be understood? Legends speak of a treacherous abyss where souls wander in darkness, yet it is also a place of creation. Our ancestors feared what they could not see, their imaginations crafting tales of monsters and gods. Now, as we advance, we stand on the brink of discovering the very essence of life pulsing beneath us, redefining our myths and embracing the madness of knowledge. We live on a giant engine of metal and fire. It hums, it pulses, and it holds the fate of the entire planet in its molten grip. We dream of space, but we know almost nothing about the inferno right below our feet. The Earth is alive, and its heart is made of iron. Deep within the crust, the metals churn and swirl, creating a tempest of energy that powers volcanoes and shapes landscapes. We stand on this magnificent fiery beast, oblivious to its hidden wonders. Yet we remain captivated by the stars above, while the true marvel lies just beneath our feet. The beast pulses with life, reminding us that our planet is not merely a rock, but a living entity with its own story to tell.